city, well, you took me by.
Welcome everyone to Honeybees. Once again, we're here to collaborate on empowering truth. Today, I am actually very excited to have my own daughter with me and her friend. This is Masey, Miguel, and this is Elle Belanger. And they are collaborating like honeybees do. And that's why I had to have them on with you today. I am your host, Chaplain PJ Belanger. I'm an author, I'm an activist, I'm a mentor, and most importantly, I'm a health minister. So I am really excited to talk about two different businesses today. These young female entrepreneurs are embarking on. They are not embarking on. They've already embarked on. They've in the business. They're fully immersed. And just to show you, the name of my daughter Ellie's business is
she just had to bring that
Shoplunalit.
pillow.
I had to bring her little pillow. It's just an ad piece. It's not what she sells. There's all kinds of beautiful boutique items on her website. Ellie, tell us what's on your website.
So now we're focusing mainly on fitness and activewear, but we still have plenty of other pieces for the baddie. That's basically what I was trying to channel, is for everybody that wants to feel their sexiest. There's a lot of really hot pieces on my website. I also have a couple pieces of jewelry. I've gotten into makeup and I created my own makeup palette, because I've always loved makeup. It's like one of my hugest passions. Mm-hmm. So what else do we sell on there?
Ellie was
Lashes?
recruited by MAC Makeup at 18 years old.
Yeah, so I've just always been a serial entrepreneur, and that's just one of the paths that I'm taking right now.
Do you remember what your first entrepreneurial adventure was?
I don't know if that was my first, but I know which one you're talking about. The dog walking business when I was 8.
Yes.
That's awesome.
She put out this absolutely adorable flyer that had this funky little dog drawn by an 8-year-old. And it said, free dog walking. Mm-hmm. And at the very bottom, real small, it said, donations accepted. Mm-hmm. And she got the donations, let me tell you.
Oh,
she was real good. And then after that, any meeting I would ever take her to with my friends or networking events, whatever, she would give massages. Wow. And people would give her money.
Around and, does anybody want a massage? Donations accepted.
You little hard worker.
And then in junior high, what'd you do? Do you remember junior high?
Then in junior high, I was slinging candy. So my poor mom, I would not, I don't know, some of the things that she used to do for me, I'm like, I would not be taking my kids every day after school to the 99-cent store to get candy
Multi-packs.
at bulk, and then
multi-packs.
Sell them to my friends
PJ.
until the dean was being a hater.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't want to, they don't want to lose the money from their vending machines or whatever. I've always been competition, whatever.
Oh my gosh. So funny. That's
But
amazing.
yeah, I've just always wanted my own money. So I feel like I literally kind of get annoyed with myself with how often I come up with a new idea, and I'm just like, okay, focus on the 5 ideas that you're already doing right
Follow
now. I'll wake up in the middle of my sleep and be like, oh, I need to write this down right now. This is amazing. And 2 weeks later, I'm like, I don't know if I really is that my passion? Is that what I should be doing with my time? So I just feel like hopefully that's kind of relatable, that just changing your mind is very normal, and that's something that I'm trying to just surrender to and not beat myself up over.
Well, a key word in that a couple sentences ago you said was that, about time. Mm-hmm. And should you be spending this time on that? It may be an idea not for this time, but for the future. Yeah. You write things down because they may come together later down the road.
Truly.
Yeah. So Masey, tell us about your mats,
Yes.
Ma'am Life.
So Ma'am Life stands for Masey Anna Miguel's Life. And essentially here we sell all natural cork yoga mats. They are imported from Portugal. And
beautiful.
I am Portuguese. Our family is from Miguel Island. So I thought that it would be the perfect combination.
I never knew that about them.
Mm-hmm.
Her and her sister have been dear friends of my daughter since they were all like 12 and 14 years old. So
yeah, we're connected through her big sister, who's still one of my best friends. We've all stayed connected.
Who's at our house at her house right now.
Like 13 years later, 13, 14 years later. So.
They're my surrogate daughters, sort of.
These are my family right here.
For sure.
Love you guys.
Yes. So tell us more about Man Life.
Yes.
Natural cork yoga mats.
Yes, so here we have 4 different designs. We have Botanica. This is Botanica.
My favorite design.
Yes, it incorporates all the plants and the flowers that have inspired me and helped me throughout this journey. We are a whole entire team. This is not a one-man band. This is just a lot of dedication and commitment, and the people who work behind, I'm just honored and humbled to be able to have such an amazing team. You know, I have a website designer, I have a graphic, scientific illustrator, everything, just everybody has their own job. So essentially it's just a really beautiful cause, and with one mat, one tree is planted. We're partnered with One Tree Planted.
Wow.
And
Partnered
I
with
want
One
to
Tree
say
Planted.
Lunalit is also partnered with One Tree Planted. So every single item that you purchase from my website, we plant a tree wherever is needed. Yeah. And I'm sorry to
No, go for it. That's what we're here.
Lunalit.
Before I forget, we also sell microfiber underwear. They're seamless. I'm wearing them right now.
So comfy. So comfy.
I literally always
But I love what she does past not her wearing them, but how she gives them away. Tell us.
Yeah, they are the perfect workout underwear, but I'm not working out right now and I'm still wearing them. They're so comfortable, but every single pair that you buy for yourself, you're going to be providing a pair for a woman in need. So that's really important to me, and I just want to make sure that if we can try to help, that we do. Or if it's available, if the option's on the table, that we do. And since my mother is always, connected with the community, she helped me figure out where our first batch of underwear gone. What was it, 22 pairs?
I think it was.
Yeah, with the sales.
And they went to the women of Casa Grande.
Yeah, so
Through
what
Hope
is
for
that?
Prisoners.
So women that just got out of jail and they or prison and need some help.
It's not just help though too, to give them something that actually makes them feel good about themselves. You put them on and you're like comfy and cozy
and you feel sexy.
They feel, yeah, but they feel luxurious, and you feel like it's something that you wouldn't buy yourself even.
Yeah, they're not like it's not like a pair of underwear that you're going to be able to pick up from Walmart. So yeah, they're super breathable. But back to the yoga mats, because that's my favorite thing that you touch on, and that I don't feel like when I try to tell people about the yoga mats, because I love them so much, I feel like I don't explain it as well as you do about how traditional yoga mats, they're not as tell us about the difference between your yoga mat and traditional yoga mats.
Thank you so much.
Please explain.
Yes, so the difference with this yoga mat is actually this can decompose. So if it does go in a landfill, it will be able to go back to Mother Earth.
So it's 100% biodegradable.
100% biodegradable.
That's great.
So important.
Yes, we're having a challenge that's coming out in 2020. We are
2022.
2022.
Who knows what you're wearing?
Time is irrelevant, baby. We're here in the now. Yeah. So we are actually coming up with a challenge to sustainably get rid of your plastic yoga mat. And so far, there's only really one option, and there's a mushroom that actually consumes plastic. So that's the only way I think traditional plastic yoga mats will be able to decompose. But the thing is, you could essentially cut this mat up into little tiny pieces, plant it back into earth, and it would be completely fine because it's a water-based ink as well.
But I remember you explaining to me before, the physical properties for us with these kind of yoga mats compared to the other ones.
Absolutely. The sacred connection that you have to Mother Earth on these yoga mats, it really shows, compared to the plastic mats, it kind of blocks that frequency when we're at the park.
The energy field.
Absolutely. Yeah. When we're on the grass.
Well, I've been using grounding as part of my health protocol for
Grounding,
years.
yes.
Grounding is very important because
Yes.
the centrifugal force of the earth and the frequency of the earth is what helps us stay balanced. So how much more beneficial could these be than a dead plastic mat?
And rubber. Most of them are
Rubber,
made with
oh.
rubber, which I'm pretty sure that material is like
Yeah, it blocks
it
that
completely
frequency.
blocks frequency.
You're at the
so.
park and you're on the grass, and then you have this barrier of a rubber mat. You are now not grounding. You just have this barrier between Mother Earth and you. So here with this beautiful mat, you're able to feel the connection. It is one of the most beautiful things, and to be honest, I would never go back to a plastic mat.
Well, it sounds so much more beneficial. Far more beneficial than a regular mat.
Yes, we're exchanging the energy of the trees to benefit humankind and our connection to Mother Earth.
Yeah.
You can't get any better than
So
that.
tell me about your full circle giving and receiving
Yes.
motto.
Absolutely. Man Life is
love
all
that.
about giving with our hearts and receiving with love. That is the motto. So with here, you can complete that trine cycle. You receive the complimentary cork pen plus the yoga mat. And in exchange, we give back to Mother Earth by planting a tree. And then to
So
complete
trees are
that-
being planted all over the world
Oh my gosh,
when these are
yes.
bought?
They're in so it's pretty much throughout the world. It's in Asia, South America, North America, and I want to say, oh wow, One Tree Planted. It's pretty much
Yeah,
anywhere
look
throughout
up
the
One
world.
Tree Planted. They're amazing.
Yes.
What is your website?
Shopmamlife.com.
Shopmamlife.com.
And what's
Wonderful.
your website?
Mine is Shoplunalit. It's like moonlit if you
Lunalit.
Shoplunalit.com. A lot of people are like, what did you say? Lunalit. Shoplunalit. Yeah, that's where you guys are gonna find
Shoplunalit.com.
Mm-hmm.
Retail therapy for baddies.
So we are actually planning a restock soon. And it's going to be in perfect timing with our pop-up that we have
Yes,
planned.
I'm
What
so
is it?
excited. That's why I invited them on, you guys, because
Yeah.
honeybees collaborate, and I'm all about collaboration, and these girls are collaborating. They've got a
Yes.
pop-up sale coming, what is that, January 19th?
Is it?
February
February 19th. Put that on your calendar, guys, right now, February 19th.
Yeah, we're so excited. It's going to be our first pop-up shop together.
Yes.
So if you guys were wanting to get your hands on any of our products, this is the best opportunity to do so because you're going to get to meet us too. Like, who wouldn't want to meet us? But you'll also get to see everything in person, be able to choose which, option you want, be able to see how stretchy my materials are, and it'll be nice to meet you guys. So if you can please come out and support our pop-up on February 19th, we would so much appreciate that. It is going to be a vibe.
Yes.
Masey sets up such a beautiful space for her yoga mats, and we're gonna have the best time.
What's the location?
So the
Where will it be?
location, it will actually be in Las Vegas. I can
What is it
provide.
called? Zentique. It's
So-
called Zentique.
So the owner of Zentique, she's the one facilitating the pop-up. So if anything, I can leave the address below in the comments.
Wonderful.
So that way you guys can. And there also will be multiple other pop-ups throughout this year. Man Life and Lunalit, we are on a mission.
We
We're on
love
a roll.
coming out in person because it's just so much better than
The authenticity.
Yeah, and if you wanted to try something on, I don't mind. If you guys want to come out and try some of my clothes on, I would love that.
Really cute workout gear.
But yeah, you can just, I'm pretty sure I mapped it. I think you can just look up ZENTIQUE and come see us February 19th. What time? I don't even remember.
So it is, I believe it's from
Noon on, right? Or 10.
I can actually look it up.
We're gonna let you guys
we'll have to
know.
make sure
It's
we
a
get
couple
the time
months
for
out. It's a couple months out. Don't worry.
Well, just
We'll
stay
be
in
prepared.
touch with them on their websites, and you can find out the time, too.
Absolutely.
It's from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's
wonderful.
a pop-up Zentique.
10 to
It's
3.
Saturday,
Perfect.
February 15th.
February
And
15th. We have the date.
19th. Did I say?
19th.
Did I say?
Okay.
February 19th.
February
on the
19th. We're getting all confused
Are we allowed
here.
to have drinks?
It's okay.
If we're allowed to have drinks, I'll have champagne.
Yeah.
We're not sure about that yet, but
No, absolutely. When I did my first pop-up, there was a pop-up who had alcohol. They were making micheladas. It was a lot of fun.
oh my god,
how
how
fun.
cute. Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
fun.
So
Pop-ups are amazing.
if you come shop with us, it'll be like a little sip and shop.
Shindig.
Okay? A vibe.
It's
so
just a great
please come.
opportunity to support your local businesses.
So true.
Entrepreneurism, it's definitely a different route. It is one of many challenges and lessons, but we wouldn't have it any other way because
So true.
Elle, she is just one of so many ideas. She always has this idea, and
Oh.
she's always like, Masey, I have this, we need to be doing this. I love the connection. It's a sacred sisterhood
We're
that
always
you and I have.
brainstorming.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My hands
Collaboration. My ultimate babies.
Yeah, truly. Always working like little bees.
Yeah,
but
So what's
sis,
really
this is
cool
like
is
my
that
mom.
they how young they are. Masey is 26 years old. Ellie Grace is 28, and they've already had not just ideas, but ideas that they followed through on.
yeah.
And that's the key, is we all have ideas. Name me one person who doesn't have ideas. Everybody has ideas. But following through.
And
That's what's so
also
exciting.
just not letting any wrenches that are thrown into the fire, let that be the determining factor. I just want to say, like, I'm so proud of Ma'am Life, but how many times have you changed up what it was going to be?
Wow.
And if she
yes.
didn't change up her mind, this wouldn't be. And, like, this is so amazing, you know? And Masey, you've been wanting to do the whole entrepreneur, having your own business for so long. Since you were 15 too,
Since
right?
I was 15.
Yeah,
yes.
same with me. When I used to, like, save my lunch money, beg, borrow, and steal to go, like, shopping
A
at
hustler.
small
A
boutiques
true
in town.
hustler.
And I used to always tell my parents, like, I'm going to have a boutique. It's going to be called Retail Therapy. And no, it's not called Retail Therapy, but it's still, like...
It's in your byline.
It's in there, you know. But...
Retail therapy for baddies.
yeah, things are always going to change, but that doesn't mean that you don't have to follow through on something, or that it doesn't have to be, like, a beautiful new beginning. Like, changes are always, like, scary at first, but when you look at it later in hindsight, it's just, like, so beautiful. So,
Absolutely.
if anything...
Well, a
a
better word is transformation. Things transform.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
transforming. We have to...
And we adapt.
We adapt,
Absolutely.
yes. And that's what business is all about. You know, anybody that's in business knows that they've had to adapt and change things and transform and
I mean,
and
if
learn
we
new ways.
weren't-
Even socialmediashows.com, on our beautiful Pureza, my director and producer, she's had to make changes. She's had to learn ways of doing things differently and find what works and what doesn't work. And you know, she's an amazing female entrepreneur as well.
If we weren't, like, displaced from our jobs and, like, so bored with COVID, would this would have happened? Who knows?
Who knows?
The
Who
pandemic.
knows? But
Right.
that's basically what adapting is. And, like, it's just so amazing that we both can have these small businesses, e-commerce websites that we built in that time when, no offense, but a lot of people were just feeling sorry for themselves.
Right.
I mean, life is just responding to you, and you can always make the choice. So that's just, we want to inspire people to just get up and make choices. Like, you never know if they're going to be the right ones, but just making choices is better than just wondering, like, no, what if I fail? I'm just not going to do it at all. Like, it's better to just try and see what transpires than, what do they say? Like, you miss all the shots that you don't take.
Right.
Or you miss all the shots that you don't try, or something like that. So, if anything, we just want to inspire people to just take action on those little ideas that you guys have.
And the thing is we can't get anything all done in one day.
So
So,
true. Take small
one little
action
thing
steps.
at a time.
Absolutely.
Small action steps.
Do what you can do.
And with Ma'am
What
Life,
can I do right
you-
now?
she puts so much prep into Ma'am Life. Tell us about the small action steps that took you there, you know, because
Oh, yeah.
we just want to inspire you guys.
Ma'am Life, it took about 5 years fully come into fruition.
Yeah.
Really?
It went
5 years.
It went from a lingerie line to a skincare line.
Oh my goodness.
To some crazy stuff, and then it landed to be a yoga mat, and I wasn't actually able to discover the cork yoga mat until I was actually at a family gathering, and I was learning about my family history from Portugal.
Wow.
My last name Miguel, so a Miguel Island.
Yeah.
It all
Exciting.
came together, so it was like ding. When my uncle was explaining that, the light bulb went off. I was like, yoga mats. Cork yoga mats. That is the best way. And then Mam Life will be branded by Cork. So
Yeah.
any other product inventory, it will be Cork. But I wanted to say, alchemy. The definition, my own personal definition of alchemy, of an alchemist, is transmuting your pain and suffering into unconditional love and light.
Wow, that's beautiful.
I have the chills.
As a
I have the
professional
chills.
overcomer,
Yes.
I love that definition.
The alchemist.
I remember when you were like crumbled over not being able to do your skincare.
Oh my
and
gosh.
you took that, and I think like I remember you thanking me for like saying, dude, you should just do yoga mats, like that's so your forte.
Absolutely.
And who would have known, like how would I have known that like your family would have had this
How did you know
connection?
to mention you should just do yoga
It
mats?
was
How
God.
did you
Just
know?
because
It was God.
just alchemy.
Yeah.
Wow.
In
It
a
was God.
situation where I was just like, Masey, like, don't worry. This is like, don't worry. One door is closing
I
and
called
another
her.
one is opening.
I was on the phone with you. I remember this
Yeah,
day, and I was
you
like,
were, like,
girl,
crying.
I don't know what I'm going to do. The skincare, it is not in alignment. It's not my thing, and I can't do this. And I was very upset, actually. I was crying. I was...
It feels
Hysterical.
devastating. You feel
Furious.
devastated when things
Yeah.
Oh
go.
my gosh,
It's
when things
hysterical.
don't plan out your way, it's like...
And you had
Okay.
been putting so much into that.
So much into it. So
But
it was
it
like
shifted.
stepping out of the ego and into the heart. And I was like, okay, I
Yeah.
surrender. I surrender.
And
Yeah,
that's
they-
where we begin, is surrendering, is taking, whether it be an idea or a suggestion, and deciding, okay, I'm going to try.
Yes.
Ego
just
says
try.
everything has to go exactly as planned. And then surrendering says, oh, wait, everything is going as planned. And
right.
will
Everything's
go
as it should be.
planned.
We're going
Divine
to take
alignment.
we're going to take a break in a minute and come back and talk a little bit more about their pop-up and a little bit more about their entrepreneurialism after this break, and come back with us.
Live streaming on social media is the best new way to interact and bond with your community. Do you love to encourage, motivate, and empower others, but you do not know how? Well, your opportunity starts with us on social media shows. We have 20 shows a week live streamed across the globe, with a reach of over 80,000 and growing. So you can host your own show, and you can be anything you want to be. So let's bring the community together, and let's bring the world to you. Join us now. We've reached the age of live streaming on social media shows. You may ask, we're already ahead of the curve, so why do you need to advertise with us? Well, only 8% of the businesses in the US are using digital advertising to grow their business. That's 2 percentage points short of reaching critical mass, which will lead to faster results. We have 20 plus shows with a reach of over 80,000. We'll give you commercial ads, website link, and connections to nonprofit organizations. So get your brand ready for digital monetization, for we are looking for sponsors, which will bring more traffic to your business and ultimately mean more sales. So let's bring the world to you. Inquire now.
Blowing through my city, well, you took me by.
Hi, welcome back to Honeybees. We are the Teach Talk Show, where we collaborate on empowering truths. I am your host, Chaplain PJ Belanger, and these are my guests, Masey Miguel and Elle Belanger. Can you tell which one's my daughter? My mini me. Well, what we want to talk about now with y'all is the different styles of mats that mamlife.com can offer. Tell us.
Yeah, so this one right here is the Botanica. It has all of my favorite plants. It has the Monstera plant. It has a lot of different exotic flowers. This is the most popular, Botanica with a K. We also have Cosmos, and it's the planetary alignment.
It's so cute.
It is very just out of this world. And then we also have the Dragon, which is the men's most popular favorite because you're unleashing your inner beast. You're able to feel just
You're connecting with your fierce
Oh,
side.
yes, absolutely. You're bringing out the beast that we're supposed to be taming, right? Or what's sometimes there's this, it's by Hoser, don't tame your demons, but keep them on a leash.
Oh. Don't tame your demons.
Or
but keep
how
them on a
about
leash.
the beast?
Just keep
Don't
what
tame
serves
the
you.
beast,
Yes.
aka what society doesn't want you to be.
Right. Don't
Absolutely.
be what society wants you to be. We're not conformers.
Absolutely.
We are ourselves. Be grateful and be yourself.
Yes. And then the last one is the all natural. It's just a simple, no design. It just has the logo on
Cork.
the bottom. Yeah.
So it's just a cork mat with no design.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. And how much do these retail for on their website?
They go for $99. The company launched on my birthday, September 9th.
Wow.
So at 9 is the number for Man Life. 9 is also, I believe, the completion number.
I think, one of those.
Or like
Yeah.
3, 6,
Or
and
8.
9. Well,
3, 6, 9.
3, 6, and 9, there's something with those numbers that are symbolically represented throughout the entire universe. Like there's 9 months in a pregnancy. There's 9 months. I was shown all these beautiful things about a year
Numbers
ago.
are incredible.
Oh, we love numbers. Numbers.
I feel like the Lord talks to me in numbers all day long.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's this logo on here that says "Let's all walk each other home"?
Yes.
Tell me about that. Why is that on there? What does that mean?
Walking each other home. It's, I feel like what our soul mission is here. You know, when one of our brothers and sisters are suffering, I believe that's when we're all suffering. So essentially, we're here to grab each other by the hands and walk each other home.
Wow.
Ram Dass,
Beautiful.
that's his quote. And my sister, my entire family, we live by Ram Dass. His lectures are just everything.
Interesting.
He humbles
the best.
his soul.
Is he from India or from Portugal? Where is he from?
I believe he's from the States. His soul has taught millions of people's lives. You know, Ram Dass is one of my most personal favorites, as well as Paramahansa Yogananda. He is a guru from India, and he had visions in his meditation that he was supposed to come to America. So in 1920, Paramahansa Yogananda, he landed in Boston, and it was right after the war. So everyone was liberated, and they had their freedom. They knew what freedom was about, and he spread the word of love, which is essentially just having these energy centers within you, like the chakra system, from the root all the way to the crown. So that was beautiful. His teachings, they live on forever. Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda. It changed my life. Took about a year to read.
It's great to learn. It's always important to be learning and growing.
Absolutely.
And Ellie, what's your favorite item on Shoplunalit.com?
That's a great question. I almost wore it today, but I was like, no, I have to be professional.
We don't have to be anything.
My favorite item is actually our bestseller. It is a gym set. It's 2 pieces, and we will put it on the screen. It's the cheetah print, tan cheetah print set. It's squat proof. It is super comfortable. I literally wear my gym sets almost every single day. Like,
very comfy.
yeah, I definitely
And fashionable.
stand by.
And what do you think makes them squat proof? What does that mean?
Squat proof.
Yes.
So when you
Explain
go to
squat proof.
squat and you dip down low and your ass is really like, or your butt is really at its fattest,
Oh, yes.
you want your pants to still retain the same color, not show.
Oh,
you know,
that's very
they're not
interesting.
going to turn see-through when you squat. So people who don't know what squat proof is, you're welcome. You just learned a word today
Yes.
on Ellie's vocab. So yeah, they are just the material is extremely soft, breathable,
Durable.
Yeah,
that.
it's.
What are your other best sellers that are not clothing?
But I wanted to say that it's the perfect control in the midsection. So while it's extremely comfortable and stretchy, it has the perfect amount of some control right here.
Oh, that's nice.
To just slim your body out. It's just extremely
Smoothing.
form-fitting, and what's the word? It just makes you look fucking really good. It just makes you look really good when you're wearing it.
She loves that word.
Yes.
Flattering. The word is flattering.
Yes.
So you were asking.
Yeah.
Other,
So I'm.
so we
what are your
sell
other best sellers?
eyelashes. That I think the lashes are our second best seller. We have bodysuits. So those are gonna be eliminated from the website pretty soon, because as soon as I am sold out of the bodysuits and other apparel, I'm just moving into just fitness and activewear. So if you guys want my bodysuits,
Jump on now. Get your bodysuits.
you should absolutely shop on my e-commerce website. It's shoplunalit.com. But also you can see us in person at our pop-up. It's going to be on February 19th. We're getting together. We're going to have a we're going to have a Shop Mem Life booth, and we're going to have a Shop Luna Lit booth. We're going to be right next to each other, so if you want to come out, check out our stuff in person, and hang out with us, we're having a sip and shop, so tell them the info.
Oh,
When,
girl.
yes. When and where? What time and where?
Ooh, it's going to be Saturday, February 19th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's going to be at 5725 South Valley View Boulevard. Make sure to
We're
be
right
there.
around the corner. We're not far
Zentique.
right now.
So
Yeah, Shop Zentique. She is the one who is facilitating it all. And it's an honor to be able to work with small businesses, local businesses, entrepreneurs who are like-minded, and they have the similar mindset of just creating that freedom. Because essentially we're here to create freedom. We're here to be liberated.
and
I
also
wear
giving
this every
back.
day.
Oh,
Defend freedom.
yes. Love that.
So
I
as
wear
far
that
as
every
our
day.
small
Never take it off.
businesses, we're always trying to give back, like we said earlier. Proceeds from both of our businesses go to One Tree Planted,
Yes.
where they plant trees where at that time when we donate is most needed at that time. So places in the world where, even in California, just all over the place, close and far, where we need trees planted.
Especially with deforestation.
Yeah, so not only with that, we give back one pair of underwear for yourself, one pair for the ladies. And the last thing I wanted to touch on, we don't have a date on, but it's just another thing we've been collaborating on, and that I'm super excited about, so I'm glad I didn't forget.
I guess I'm getting
But we are
updated as we speak.
So, yeah, you're supposed to be interviewing us. I'm just kidding. But Masey and I love plants. It's one of our many passions.
She literally has 100 plants at home.
Yeah.
100 plus
100
babies.
I'm at
babies.
45.
Babies.
But who's counting?
Who's counting?
My mom counted
I
when
did. I
she
was like,
watered
how many-
one day.
I was like,
She
how
was
many
like,
plants
what
are
the
here?
hell?
I counted them.
Yeah, but with plants comes plant babies. You know, you can make cuttings, you can make more plants off of your plants, and we thought, what better way to give back to the community than to sell these plants and have our own little fundraiser.
Absolutely.
So we will be doing this probably just like once a year, and you can follow our social medias, which my mom is going to post. You can follow us on social media to stay up to date when we're going to have those plant fundraisers. But when you buy a plant from one of us, all the proceeds are going to go to a certain charity. So I know she just loves the One Tree Planted and animals. She'll probably have a charity for animals. I'm going to be doing like homeless youth or just people, hungry people. We are going to be partnered up with more than just us. It's going to be a huge pop-up where everybody that's selling the plants all the proceeds go to charity. So
That's a wonderful idea. I don't know anybody else who's doing anything like that.
And you guys better not steal my idea. Just kidding. just invite me if you steal my idea, please. Yeah, we're...
she has the clippings ready.
Calling it Plants for Purpose. Yeah, that's basically...
Plants for Purpose.
That's basically all we're waiting on is our baby plants to become more mature, so that way when we sell them to you, there's going to be a higher chance of viability as long as you can take care of them. But we'll also
She's propagating.
Yes. So once they're at a nice little adult growth rate, at an adult size, we'll be selling them, and we're going to be auctioning off some of the bigger ones so we can really try to get some funds together for people and the planet and
prosperity,
animals, everything in need. Everyone's gonna have a different charity to proceed. Yes. A different charity.
So
to
Elle
give their
Grace,
funds
on a different
to.
note, I want to take this a little different direction. Tell us about your latest accomplishment.
So I am in the middle of getting my real estate license. I just passed the national and state exams.
First time. National
it's
and
called
state exam.
One and Done.
One and done.
I'm literally thrilled. I was just like telling myself just like 75. All you need is a 75. And I got a 90 on the state and an 80 on my national. So
amazing.
Praise God.
Just
that's
for
awesome.
somebody that was like just ecstatic to get C's in school, I'm just like really proud of myself because it's been like 10 years since I've been in school or more, maybe 11. And
she's a people person.
Yeah. So coming back to school with this new mindset and just more mature, it's just such a night and day difference because when I was in high school, I did not care about academics. Like I said, I was like, a C? Yes! Oh my God, I usually get D's and F's. So.
I used to get so upset with her when she wouldn't do her homework, and finally I said, oh, you know what? Your grades are your thing. I'm not going to stress myself out anymore.
Yeah, but so I'm proud of myself. Everybody does their real estate schooling at their own pace, and I feel like you were so quick.
Through, so. You did. She really zoomed through. She went through
you were like
what was really smart, though, is that you went through a training class.
Yeah, so you, with the real estate schooling, it's not like, it's kind of like the real estate business. You show up if you want to show up, and you get paid if you work. So basically with the school, they're like, you get your license on your own time. If you don't show up, we don't care. So I had to push myself to show up every day when I'm not trying to compare, but there was people in the class, like an older guy, older than you, that's like, I've been in this for 2 years. I've failed the thing 6 times. And I'm like, oh, holy crap, you know, or just other girlfriends that I've gotten in the program with, are just not going and not finishing. So if you show up,
I'm so proud of her.
Then it definitely shows.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was like so worried that I wasn't going to pass my tests and stuff. So I'm super glad that I did that.
And now it's done. It's done.
Yeah.
So she's shopping brokerage firms and looking for the perfect fit to what broker to look for, to work with.
It's just, at this point, there's way more options than I was expecting. I just figured I would go straight into residential. And now everybody knows how competitive the market is, how little amount of homes there are right now, and how many real estate agents there are. I didn't know that before I got into school. So I was a little discouraged to find out there's like less than 3,000 houses on the market and like over 16,000 real estate agents.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So I'm looking into all my different options with it because there's not just residential. I could get into new home sales, or I can do commercial, or I can do investment sales. And honestly, having the options kind of stresses me out because I'm not that great at choosing, and I always like second guess myself and wonder if I'm making the right decisions. So like right now I've been reaching out to all the people that I know that have expertise on it, and just trying to figure out where my place is right now.
You'll find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be the perfect fit.
It'll
be the
come in
perfect
divine
fit. And they'll be
alignment.
so glad to have you because you are really a hustler.
Yeah, I mean, I will upsell the F out of people.
I love that.
That is wonderful. So what, if there's anything you would like to tell the world today, what would it be? Put you on the spot.
There's a lot of things I want to tell the world. That's hard. Just be yourself. Try to surrender to the moment, because the moment is truly all we have. So just be here and now.
That's wonderful. How about you, Masey?
Yes, absolutely. Being in the present moment has been one of the most beautiful discoveries of 2021. I remember mindfulness, loving awareness, just presence. A lot of the times we can be here, but mentally somewhere else.
Right.
And that is just a contradiction.
Counterproductive.
It's very
So
counterproductive.
Counterproductive, yes.
So
And I'm a big component of that, because I've gone through so many mental issues when I was younger. I had to really learn to control my mind and not think about everything else. And ADHD, I love to think. I'm always thinking. I've got 5 things going on at once. But for me, becoming mindful and becoming in the present has been healing. Oh, yes. Very healing.
And that's been a huge realization for me in 2021, is that every single person has intrusive thoughts. And just right now, like, I feel like my mom feels like she's so different and crazy because she has, she's got to control her mind. But really,
most all of us do.
Every single one of us needs to control our minds. And just the negative self-talk is not exempt from anybody. We think like celebrities, we think everybody has it a certain way, but at the end of the day, every single person has those negative comments in their heads, and the people who are successful at being happy are the ones that can replace it.
Yes.
Replace those comments with 2 positives.
Yes.
So we were just talking about this on the way, about how car accidents have affected us on the road. And sometimes I'll have a thought of somebody hitting me, and I have to right then and there decide, no, this is not true. This is not what's happening. And I decide to replace that with 2 positive thoughts. Me in a meadow. Me sliding down a rainbow. Just whatever it takes to take yourself out of it. Nobody is exempt
what
from
I
that.
What I learned, and
try
I
not to feel
Nintendo 64, the rainbow. That's what
try not to feel alone.
I just
like
flash
my
on a
mom,
Skittles
if you have a
commercial.
racing mind, because I truly believe, especially with the information overload that we all endure with the
Yes.
social media and always having our phones, and just our brains have stayed the same, and society and everything is moving at the speed of light.
Absolutely.
So just be patient with yourself.
Talk
And
to
with
yourself. Don't let your mind talk to you.
Yeah,
That's what I've been
Absolutely.
training,
Control your mind.
women,
Yes.
young women that I mentor, and what's worked for me is that we have to learn to talk to ourselves. Don't let our minds talk to us.
Absolutely.
Control your
we
mind.
have to
Tell yourself what to think.
We have to understand that these things take time. Don't rush the process.
Right.
Let it align.
If you need to cry,
But be on time. That was like, whoa, that really just flowed. But that's my advice to any person in life. We think that time is of the essence, that we have to do this in this amount of time. But in actuality, life
that's the ego.
Yeah, life
That's
just
ego.
happens to you. And when you trust the process, when you surrender, when you let everything align, it truly does become a divine alignment where we are now on the path of our soul mission. And remember, soul, spirit, time doesn't even exist. So
Right.
time for us, we're here living in this day-to-day, this, this job, this crazy whatever. So yeah.
Well, it's been wonderful to have these 2 young female entrepreneurs. They're amazing. They're wonderful. They're smart. They're go-getters. And we're encouraging you to figure out what your passion is.
Yes.
Figure out what you have within you that you feel is purposeful and beneficial to those around you. And just make one little step today, whether it be naming it, or whether it be making a phone call, or do something that processes you one step further to your purpose and your passion.
Yes.
And I'm so happy that you guys came on to talk to me today. And remember to look up their websites, mamlife.com.
Shopmamlife.com.
Shopmamlife.com. And Shoplunalit.com.
Yes.
And you will get to see the wonderful, beneficial products and services that they have on their websites. And we'll be seeing them on February 19th at their pop-up sale.
Don't forget.
Make sure you're there. Remember to be there.
Support
February
us.
19th.
We give back.
And thank you for joining us on Honeybees. We're so happy that and honored that you chose to watch and listen to us.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This dream you left me here in Vegas.